everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Falcons going up against the Eagles. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there.
You kind of lost me. I'd have to see the play.
Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions.
You gotta go to something. You gotta go in there and go to the replay and do the clip thing or something. I don't know.
You name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between.
Or you could broadcast right now and then just show me.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet.
No, hold on. Alright, I'm looking now. I can't really see. Take it back to the beginning. Okay, you know I'm behind you about 30 seconds in the broadcast. I'm ready. Go ahead, run the play. Say what now? Wait. I can't see what's happening over there in the pile. It bounced off the helmet and dude caught it, right? You're on the wrong person, dude. I can't see from out. Yeah, go and. Okay, he caught the ball. I see that. The Panther caught the ball. Then what? No, that's it. What they're saying is that's an incomplete pass. So you got the ball back, right? So then, why would you wonder if that's a fumble? You got the ball back because it's an incomplete pass. Oh, okay. The Panthers had the ball off of your helmet. Right. Yeah, no, that's an incomplete pass. Because the ball hit the ground after he didn't catch it. He didn't make a football move. He caught the ball with them hands, but he didn't make a football move. Once you hit him, he dropped it. That's an incomplete pass. Yeah, no. That's an incomplete pass. You got to make a football move with the ball before it's considered a fumble,
to get things going.
which is like taking 2 steps running up the field.
From what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired
What, 2
up
steps,
and ready
2,
to
3
play.
steps up the field,
That'll be taken
or
in
making
the
a
end
move
zone.
with the ball. You know what I'm saying? To be considered a runner with the ball, because you can't fumble if you're not a runner or quarterback.
So here come the Falcons now
So
to get
yeah,
the
you got to be
football
able
for the first
to make
time.
a football
They'll be
move
led
before
out
he
by
can
the
drop the
third
ball.
overall pick in the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed. And his play continues to get better as he rallies his team.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here are the Falcons offensive starters.
It's real easy to express how much you love about Julio Jones's game, because when you watch him perform, you see a little bit of everything. You see speed, you see strength, you see the power with the run after catch. But what you don't see is the work he puts in during the week, and you also don't see this. A #1 receiver, one of the best in the league, that doesn't act like a diva.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16.
Oh, this game is such bullshit. Such bullshit.
That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big
know,
plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depends on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he's usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside
God, that fucking
30.
pisses me off so bad,
Give him
man.
27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I can't seem to find my
There's complete to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out
I think I
of central
switched my
casting,
playbook
frankly.
up in this.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Size, the hands.
speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, You light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Another big hitter.
Oh, we
there.
definitely playing like it's week 1.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He rifles one that's
Pick 6.
intercepted.
We worked it all out.
Up by Sidney Jones. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back.
Great job. Great job.
And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Great job.
And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to
That was
be
a
more
90-yarder.
careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys.
Yeah, my defense is crazy this year.
They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
he's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance.
No
to
way I
rest.
thought this corner was going to be that fast, man, because usually when corners get to be 6'2", they make their speed like an 88 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This dude is fucking 6'4" with a 97 speed at corner, man. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Freeman again. Down to about the 22 here. Well, that 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now it's Kessler. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of
nice little drive right here. I'm putting together a nice little drive.
You can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown.
Good job, rookie.
Eagles. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
He's a big boy.
And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from the linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are.
Yeah, we needed that.
Able to put it in the end zone
Go.
and feel that sense of accomplishment.
I'm telling you, this team is bad right here, buddy.
Many more times in your career.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes.
Yeah, that shit crazy. 6'4", 97 speed. That's like, you don't. I'm telling you, once a corner gets like 6'2", they be making them 88, 89, 87 speed and shit. You ain't never gonna get like a 90. You know what I'm saying? They make this motherfucker a 97. He pick it off, he's getting in the house. You better believe that. If he's a 20, he's a rookie. It's the rookie I drafted. It's the first number 1 overall. That corner I took first.
He goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So he's like 20. He's like 20. He's like 21. Like 21, man. It's ridiculous. I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit. It's gonna be rough out there for him.
On 2nd down, Freeman.
Ooh, good spin. Oh, good spin. Devontae Freeman. Damn. He called us slipping.
Across the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Matt Ryan got that ass. You ain't think Fletcher Cox is going to drop back in coverage.
Captain of their offense, Matt Ryan, shaken up and remaining on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You tied? Oh, wow, that's terrible.
It's a lot of contact going on there.
Wow, week 1.
And bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Well, I'm broadcasting until I'm finished. If you want to watch that, we'll try to be as fast as possible. Get this shit over with.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris. And I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number undrafted free agents, and you never know what you're going to get.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of
tell you,
credit
this team
to
I
the
got
entire
is ridiculous,
scouting
man.
organization. General manager,
Should be
personnel
worse than this
department,
right now.
college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Reggie Jackson.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side.
He lucky I couldn't get it to him quicker because his speed is 97. He caught that shit. He going to the crib.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on
That was bullshit. All right, whatever.
Got him for a sack. Tech McKinley able to drop him for a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple.
Ooh.
Pressure again, and down he goes again.
Oh.
They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
Kessler wants to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
No.
And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't
jumped
had much
first.
success on the scoreboard.
That's bullshit.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now Kessler throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Kessler to throw. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And 10, it's Kessler. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away. The football, but not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Out of the gun, Kessler. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. It's Kessler. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Dude, he threw it away. You don't understand that?
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Twisting away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
Let's go, Reggie Jackson.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because want to do, even though you know
I gotta
the
throw it
scoreboard is
sooner.
still up there and the game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, it didn't work, though.
And to give this time to the tailback. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 5 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
From the gun, it's Kessler. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. He spins free. We'll call that a punt.
Be right back. Give me a second. All right, I'm back.
Guards well struck.
Get this
And the
over with.
Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second down, here's McCarron. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
McCarron now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And this will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh,
finding
shit.
some room at
I can't believe I
midfield.
just did that shit.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
The backup. Really?
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 1st down, McCarron. That's complete. Bernard. And
Oh,
they'll
shit.
get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good
It's
for
about to get
16,
picked off.
and the drive will continue.
We're doing too much throwing
One
right
thing I
now.
can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Keeps getting hurt, but
And
keeps coming back.
Stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Cut back quicker. It's a bunch of low-scoring games, though, I see out there.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Farmers, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw is Kessler.
Oh, that's bullshit. He should have had that, got that off. Come on, man.
And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's caught at the 25. And he will be taken down.
Sorry, I got it back.
Up there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
I got it back.
Here on a Sunday
Yeah, that's of the
we'll
second quarter and the fourth quarter, not
You're
the third
watching
quarter.
the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of Brotherly Love. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, Kessler. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And down inside the 15.
Man, Jeffrey had tight end now. They don't know what to do with him.
13 yards that time and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on
That's
the play.
a rookie right there running like that. That's that one I got in the 6th round.
They're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just
He's
smart
pretty
football,
good.
but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
Nah, I don't
6,
think so.
7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
One of them
It's
is a superstar, though.
On your big offensive line.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have
One of them
first
rookies, I
down
forgot. I think it's the
yardage. They
receiver.
only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you.
Rookie got 2 touchdowns week 1.
Carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air on second down. It's McCarron. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, come on.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
McCarron, and an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's McCarron going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful.
They're going for it anyway.
4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Kessler, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, come on.
Line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time.
That rookie nice, man. He's not that fast, but he's big and strong.
I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football.
Right.
We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Kessler. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to
are you still watching?
So special every year, week 1.
You probably get to see this pick six. You probably gonna get to see this pick 6 in the replay. 90-yard pick 6.
Opening game.
I'll be right back.
Because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Philadelphia, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Yo, I just advanced a week, man. I just advanced a week. No, yeah, well, no, it was Sidney Jones, the one where he was kicking his legs up. But don't worry about it. It ain't no, yeah. Who do I play next? Chargers. I'm gonna beat their ass. I sure will. Oh, that's an easy win. Great expectations. I'm excited to get. Yeah. They talking about Coach Sanders out there now. Yeah. Who you say you play? Oh, the Bucks. Yeah. about to play my next game. You playing? Yeah, me too. And gotta get about that XP. Don't forget to do that. No, do what you gotta do. You're good. Wow. Chargers are 90. I can't get call 7. Yeah. Be right back.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the
Okay, Larry.
I'm about to play this game and give me some lunch, man.
We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial
But I'm gonna make you a
on the south side of Philadelphia.
commissioner too, so if you
We've
need
got
that
a
vans
good
and
one on
shit, you
tap
can.
here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, you should have caught that.
Intercepted. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line.
Yeah, look at this depth chart.
Today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jackson. Nice move at the 40. And now running right through it. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now Kessler on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10, here's Kessler. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down, here's Kessler. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Run game is nasty out here.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Sorry, man.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes that.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Kessler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
He's got a pick 6 off of it.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's up and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. On first down, Kessler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that's the nicest thing he called me.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback and expected.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kerry Hyder. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Cam Newton leading the way offensively.
Green 39.
On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Room here to run. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now Gordon on first down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got
That's bullshit. Come on, man.
big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
That's
We
bullshit.
always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. And
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And
good job,
set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Go.
Oh,
and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A beautiful fake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Kessler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to
I wasn't trying to.
Contact made the ball
I fucked
roam
up.
free and brings up 4th down.
I got a point.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. With it is Jackson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. From midfield, here's Kessler. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Kessler to throw once more. And they can't get the long connection
Cody.
as it falls incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Kessler yet again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It does. I just missed the field goal, bounce off the crossbar.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Time a factor as Kessler will get him to the line quickly.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long... That's caught inside the 20. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay.
Now you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Kessler looks to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Oh, push triangle and then down
the 35,
and the
right
D-pad.
at the 34 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Perfect.
A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. They'll try the draw. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to
yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. Yeah, I'm
and
ready.
I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula
I'm at my lady friend crib.
protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination.
Yeah, they tell like shit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You know, outside.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon.
You know, I'm not at home, so
And down he goes just beyond the 35.
and I got caught out there too. The neighbor caught me smoking out there and shit. I'm nervous as fuck.
Get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
All the black lady
That was a
and
good
shit.
run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what
No,
can
it's
we
just
do?
like something.
to slow him
It's.
down,
I mean,
become
it's
a
not.
true
Like, I just hope she don't say that. That's the only thing I can really hope for.
To
be honest.
And that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
And just not do it no more like that out there. I can't thug it out over here and shit.
Get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the
I can't
last
front. I'll be mad.
possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for
Man,
them.
that's too goddamn
Providing
far.
a
I
nice
ain't
pick
doing
up there
this.
to keep this drive going.
I just gotta chill out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Evans has it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Derek Carr, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Kessler. And Jeffrey's got it. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. And even 50 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we fighting for the end
No.
zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. And that
Cody Kessler fumbled the ball. He was a little bit.
Right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard when the ball gets to the 2. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Be right back.
This one is right through. That now makes this a 15-7 game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see what they got.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch
the fucking charger thing is fucked up. It keeps going on and on and on.
Bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third.
The charger from our controller keeps fucking up.
They'll look to throw here. Man open left side. It's Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
This is taken at the 23. And now running right through it. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, or what the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there.
Murphy got in there.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Derek Carr, 2 touchdown passes thus far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. 10 yards still left on second down. He'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you...
Mm-hmm.
Can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
I can't remember that play. I'm a little fucked up right now, but...
Oh, Kessler looks to throw it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Right there at the 43. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out,
all right, man, we'll grab something to eat. I'll catch you later.
About protecting your home turf, they were able to do that here in this.
I'm gonna advance a week so you can.
Not letting them break your serve.
You know, if you want to play your game, you can go ahead.